Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of This is Karika podcast. Today, I'm joined by Yukis, and unfortunately, Dom and Frank couldn't join us. So, how are you, Yukis?
Hey, I'm great, thanks. I just returned from Estonia.
Yeah.
Um, I was there,
How
just
was?
hanging and playing
Mhm.
football and
Yeah.
enjoying life.
Yeah. I'm sure. I bet you enjoyed your time there, as I see that you were again like you were busy with football even in Estonia.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Good to hear
yeah.
that
It was
you
really
had
nice.
good time, and good to hear that you had good time there. So you're just back to Finland, huh? Things are
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Things are great. What
Yeah.
about you?
Thank you very much, man. I've been waiting for this question for a long time. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you very much. And well, I think maybe you will feel better if I say like Phillip Cocu is our new manager. So
hmm
does it make you feel better?
Uh, Indeed, it does. Yeah. It really does. But
Well,
yesterday I
mhm.
was in Tallinn and I saw it in Twitter that yes, you know, we signed him. So made me really happy as well.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Before we start to talk about Philip Cocu, I just want to say we will not continue with Aykut Kocaman anymore. I mean,
mm,
so he he's in free right now, and I mean, what are your thoughts about him? Because most of the fans they didn't want to continue with Aykut Kocaman. There are some fans who just
yeah.
who wouldn't mind if Aykut Kocaman were staying at Fenerbahce. But he's a legend for Fenerbahce in my opinion. As a footballer, as a manager, because
hmm
the way he led the team, and we were having we were having tough days, especially about match fixing case. So during these days, our chairman was in the prison, so I could Kojaman like he did very good sacrifice from his life almost, and I mean he won this title with Fenerbahce, and this league title, and also Turkish Cup. So I mean, the fans didn't really happy. I mean, wasn't really were not really happy with his managing style. I mean, I'm sure they don't have any problems with his football skills as a footballer, but
hmm
they did judge Aykut Kocaman's football mentality about especially as a coach. So what do you think about him in general?
Well, well, first of all, I want to thank him for his services, and he has been, like you said, he's a legend, and he has done good things for Fenerbahce.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was the right decision to go for a new manager at this point. He was the right man for last season. The, to balance the situation, stabilize, because the fans weren't really happy about the managers we have had for a few years now. So I think he was a good decision to have him last season, but now it was time for change, because we have only won once the title with him in 4 seasons.
Yeah,
And
and
and the new board knew that they have to act, and
yeah, I mean, to be frank, as you said, the new boss, they just, I mean, have a different vision. I mean, they even the coach told if it was going to be a Turkish manager, it was going to be it was going to be Aykut Kocaman. But they were looking for a foreign manager. So here we go. I mean, they got Philip Koku. As you said about Aykut Kocaman, I mean, big thanks to him about his sacrifice for the club, and especially last season, he was like last 8 matches he did well. I mean, but in total in general, uh, because Fenerbahce is hungry for league title. We are still
mm,
4 years, and we are still waiting for the fourth star.
yeah,
So I mean, the league title is the most important one in my opinion. And for this, we're just going to continue with Philip Cocu. I mean, I'm not sure if you have heard about him before, but it was a suddenly remorse, right? It was a little quickly because there was Buwatch. who is club's
Mhm.
assistant manager. Liverpool's assistant manager. Yeah, I mean, like there were really many rumors about Buwatch, and people were expecting him to become the new manager, but that was really quickly Kocu's name were on the newspapers and everywhere on the internet. And what are thoughts about him? I mean, he won 6 titles with PSV and Eindhoven, right, in five
Yeah,
years, and that's a good record in my opinion. Like he won the league 3 times, right, or four?
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, his career is good. I mean, I remember he went out from the Champions League group stage and faced Atletico Madrid, and his tactical mentality. Like some people say it's really close. It's really close to Aykut Kocaman, but I don't think so. I mean, as I watched a few PSV and Holland games before, especially last season, they were playing very good football, and very very interesting style. And I'm really excited about. I'm really excited to see how this new Fenerbahce will play. So, what are your thoughts about Phillip Cocu?
Well, looking at his record, you know, he's a natural born winner. So I think it's a really good signing for us. If he has won in the last 4 years, he has won 3 times the Dutch leagues. It's pretty amazing. I would take it if someone said that he will do the same with Fenerbahce.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I'm not really sure about. I haven't been watching Dutch league so much, so I cannot say too much about it. How the PSV was playing, except what I saw in the Champions League.
mm-hmm.
But as looking at the statistics, it seems that he has more. For example, he changes the style in the games, and they have scored quite many counter goals as well, which we didn't score at all. We didn't score a single goal from counter attack last season.
I mean,
So I think, yeah, it's a good signing.
yeah, and we were waiting for the manager announcement, and here we go. We got Phillip Cocu right now, and now all fans are excited
Mm-hmm.
for hearing the new transfers. And I think we will learn who are going to be our new transfers really soon, in my opinion, because there are many rumors. I mean, some rumors say like we're interested in some Barcelona players like who didn't really have enough time on the pitch. Really a lot of rumors about some footballers. So exciting days are waiting us, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Phillip Cocu will bring us success. But all we need to do is being patient. He needs time because he will build a new team, in my opinion. And the man he's good at improving players. Like he signed some footballers and sold them for good money later at PSV and Holland. Like we all know Memphis Depay, and like he's one of these examples. And I'm really excited what he will do, what he will achieve at Fenerbahce, and all we just need to do is just give him some time and just trust the guy and trust the board, because everything is just new page, fresh page. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we will get back to those good old days, and which I believe we will, with Phillip Cocu and our new board. And just before we end up to this episode, I just wanna ask you about your opinion. Marco van Ginkel. He's a Chelsea player, and
Yeah.
he was with Phillip Cocu at PSV Eindhoven, and he had really huge role for PS. I mean, he had a really huge role last season for PSV. In the championship race, and he's young, and he's a great midfielder, in my opinion. I seen him playing before, and I believe he will add a really good quality to our team. And I always love Dutch players, and I always love Dutch managers, to be honest. So what do you think about this? I mean, have you ever seen him playing before?
Yeah, and I like his style, and especially if Cocu wants him, he knows him. I think it could be logical. The only thing that worries me is his injury record.
I'm after one person, you know. That's
Yeah.
Dutch, bro. We can't trust Dutches anymore, right? Well, we got Pierre van Hooydonk before. We got Dirk Kuyt, so
yeah, Dirk Kuyt, you know.
We got good examples as well, not just one person example.
Yeah, but I think last season was the first season, you know, Marco was able to stay fit for a longer period because he has also had problems with his fitness.
Exactly.
But you know, if Cocu wants him, you know, then I think we should go for him because he knows the player.
Exactly, and Cocu was a midfielder before, you know. I mean, especially, I mean, he's a legend for Barcelona. He played for 6 years, as I remember. And I was a kid when he was playing for Barcelona, and so I'm sure he knows who is a good midfielder because he was a midfielder too. So this is real good. And as you said, I mean, Marco van Ginkel was his student before, and I agree. I mean, he didn't have enough lots of chances in Chelsea, but I mean, as I seen, the boy is talented, and if he stays fit, he will be a really great transfer for Fenerbahce, in my opinion. I mean, he will be the midfielder we will be looking for a very long time.
So let's hope you know, we are able to sign him for a low price.
Yeah, and you know, Aykut, our president, our chairman, had a talk with UEFA about, you know, financial fair play problems, and I think that they had a really good talk, and very possibly very positive things would happen for Fenerbahce about financial fair play problems. Let's hope this. If we fix this, I mean, it will be very good for us. You know, we will sign players without this rule. You know.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, let's hope you know, we get some good news from there as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I expect because I believe in our coach, man. I believe in him.
Yeah, I think, you know, all the fans are now quite excited and believe, you know, for the good things to happen. And of course, Aykut is the man who can do good things. So.
Yeah, this is for sure. And before, I mean, this is here we are at the end. We are here at the end of this podcast episode. And before we leave, I just want to say, as you said, you kiss at the beginning of this episode, we wish Aykut Kocaman the best in the future, and in his, I mean, whatever he chooses, we wish him the best. He deserves the best, and he deserves respect, in my opinion. And he has done many things for Fenerbahce. Let's just not forget this, please. And Phillip Cocu, as I said before, just let's trust him and give him some time. I believe he will bring us some success, and let's say welcome Phillip one more time. And
yes.
Thank you for joining me, Lucas.
Thank you.
Hopefully, we will have many new episodes to discuss about new transfers. Let's just hope this will be very good.
Yeah, and some amazing transfers, you know.
let's bring him, man. Alright, again, thank you very much, and see you in the next episode, guys. Peace out.
See ya. Bye.